yes, this brings back memories. Ugh. You have no idea how important this place is, Kintsugi. The spirits around here are in bad shape. You probably can't see most of them just yet, but believe me when I say they're up to no good. And unfortunately, it's the townsfolk who are suffering for it. Right. So, with those happy thoughts in mind, how about we start doing something about it? First things first, follow me. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, it's so dusty. Welcome to the bathhouse. It was built centuries ago and has served as a sanctuary for spirits ever since. One thing you've probably noticed is that you can see me without even using your spirit vision. Is that a bird in the bathhouse? It's not entirely known why spirits can be seen here, but it likely has something to do with the very rare tree that was planted in the courtyard of the structure. Over time, the tree grew to enormous proportions and has exerted its special properties upon the building. Oh, it is just like my mother tree. Yeah, anyway, enough of the history lesson. You're here to keep the bathhouse running smoothly and guide our essentially customers to their spots in the bath. That's a duck. Was that a nest right over there? What the heck is going on in this place? Spirits will pay you depending on their bathing experience, which can be affected by many things, including, follow me. Yeah, 1 second. Just 1 second. Gotcha. Enter name. Uh. Hmm. Well, you're in a bathhouse, so you shall be Bubbles. In the spring and summer, ducks will visit the bathhouse, providing they have a nest. Ducks can help you deal with algae that sometimes grows in the waters of the bath. Simply place a duck in a bath and the duck will eat the algae growing in that particular bath. Each duck can only be placed in one bath per day, so try to feed them efficiently. Alternatively, you can use purifying elixirs to clean algae from the baths and prevent it from forming for a little while. Well, that's new. Alright, friend. I'm just gonna... Oh, there's no algae for you to eat. That looks... Okay. You can just sit there then. I'll be back, Bubbles. Ugh, it's dirty down here, too. Including water temperature. This is the boiler for all the baths of the room above us. You have to keep this thing burning so the baths can stay hot. Your source of fuel for this baby is right here. Cut a chunk of this tree root for fuel. Hold E when facing the saw to cut. Oof. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's regrowing. And voila! The tree magically regrows its roots. I'm sure the tree doesn't like you doing this, but bathhouse customers keep bathhouse keepers have cut the same route over and over for centuries, and this is just a hunch, but it seems like the tree is doing just fine. Yeah. No. Let's see. Yuan. Boy, that's a hard one. Yuan thing to note is that this root's ability to regrow depends on the spiritual presence of this whole area. What I mean is, the more spirits we track down and smack sense into, the more healthy the spirit tree becomes. Makes sense to me. Which means more roots regrowing and therefore more moologs. If you don't see the root regrowing, then you'll probably have to wait. I'm sure it'll be growing again after you've slept or something. Anyway, throw that log and one more into the boiler and then come meet me upstairs. Okay. Ooh. Now my tree is definitely not used for this. But I'm sure it wouldn't hurt her one bit if she was. Good work. Yes, hello, Bubbles. I'm glad to see you can follow simple instructions. With your work ethics and my brains, we can have this place running in no time. I'm making lots and lots of moologs. Yahem. Anyway, do you see the shrine here? It shows you the bath temperatures. If you see the temperatures dropping, then you better head to the boiler and load it up some more. Oh, it's the little piggy. Good. Now, it's almost time to ring the bell and let the spirits in. But first we need to make sure we've got some clean towels to let the spirits use. Makes sense to me. Precisely. I'm glad to see you're starting to grasp how all this works. Come on, let's see if there are any towels still. If we're lucky, they won't be too moldy. Ooh. Oop. Alright then. Check that towel box for dirty used towels. When the spirits are done with their baths, they will leave their towels in the box on their way out the door. As you might have guessed, use E while facing the towel bin to check for towels. Okay, whoa. Good, there are some towels left. Some? Let's go get them cleaned up. This way. That's a lot of towels. Oh, I can't even see past them. Welcome to the kitchen. I suppose we never did come up with a name for it. Let's just call it the prep room. As you can see, things here have also become quite overgrown and unusable. Fortunately, that's not the case with the wash tub and heating vents. Throw the used towels into the wash tub and give them a good scrub by holding down E. Keep washing until you've cleaned at least 4 of them. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. H. E. On. On. Excellent. Now take those wet towels and start hanging them over the heating vent. Remember, towels will only dry if you've got warm air flowing through the vent. If you're not burning any wood in the boiler, then the towels won't dry. Yet another reason to keep the boiler up and running. That's not quite what he said, but close enough. There we go. The towels will take some time to dry, so it's important to be as efficient as possible. There are always things you can be doing while running the bathhouse. Keeping the boiler hot, cleaning towels, cooking for spirits, when you've hired someone to clean this area up, scrubbing the spirits with a brush. All of these things will affect the spirit's happiness, and therefore affect how many mulags they will leave you in thanks. Piece of cake, right? Right or right? Right. You're a lively one. I can almost smell the mulags now. Wait for the towels to dry. Woohoo! Right, let's bring those towels to the entrance. I mean you. You bring the towels. Yes, sir. It's almost like being home again, except I'm being bossed around by a big cat on a piece of money. Are they dry? No visible mold? Perfect. Drop them on this green bamboo mat. When spirits visit the bathhouse, they will automatically grab a towel from this bamboo towel zone. Make sure you do your best to always have some fresh towels for the spirits to use. Alright, I think we're ready. Ring this bell to open the bathhouse for the spirits. Open the bathhouse and allow spirits to enter. Yes. Right on time. You've got your first guest. Take their towel from them and lead them to our only bath that is currently ready. One thing to keep in mind. If you ever don't want to seat a particular spirit, you can always bring the towel back to the entrance. The spirit will leave on their own. I don't recommend doing this often though. Not if you want to make mulags anyway. But there will be times when a spirit is too large for your baths, or might ruin the bathing experience you've created. In those cases, you just give them the boot and they'll come back later. Anyway, grab the spirit's towel and seat them in the bath. Chop chop. Bonbanois, sir. May I bring you to your bath? And that's just about all there is to it. You can tell a spirit's mood when standing near them. A happy face means their happiness is improving, whereas an angry face means their happiness is on the decline. Once you've seated a spirit in the bath, they're in there for the duration of the stay. This means if you place spirit next to a spirit they dislike, then you won't make as much money as you could be. You could remedy this by making an extra effort to improve that spirit's mood. Back scrubbing, giving food, adding elixirs to the water, or if you're busy you can just accept the blunder and move on. The most important thing to know about running a spirit bathhouse is this. Spirits all belong to a particular season. Spirits enjoy sitting near the spirits from the season after theirs. On the other hand, spirits dislike sitting near spirits whose season is opposite theirs. Confused? Ugh, you would be. Must have a peanut for a brain. Hey! Okay, how about this? If I recall correctly, the two spirits we chased around town were spring and fall spirits. So you probably don't want to set them near each other. Figuring out which spirits belong to which seasons will take a bit of trial and error. Or wait, you might be able to consult the old spirit information tomes, but those have likely been buried for centuries. There's one other thing, yeah, I should mention. Come here for a second. I noticed it when the previous bathhouse keeper was taking care of the place. The ancient tree that grew out of the courtyard in the bathhouse seems to react to how pleased the spirits are when they leave after their bath. I've seen this tree root grow as more and more spirits leave after having a fulfilling bath. It's possible something important might happen when the root grows to a certain length. Yeah, I don't know. I'm usually more focused on how much money the spirits leave us. Okay, I'll leave it to you to figure out things on your own. Ring the bell again if you want to close the bathhouse. Spirits will still pay you, but not as much as if you let them enjoy their whole bath undisturbed. If you're tired, you can always go home and sleep, which saves the game, whatever that means. Oh, and don't forget to collect your earnings from the money pot by the front entrance when you're done working. Okay. He's enjoying his bath. So we can take him. And we can set him right beside. Let's go take care of a couple more towels. Place. If you put your tools back where you found them, you won't lose them. Okay, let's begin getting some of these towels cleaned. I will go and check the basement. Cleaning the bathhouse is sure to take an eternity, but it's very relaxing and calming to do. There we go. One, two, three, four. Oops. Doesn't really help to set them right directly down in the dirt. One, two, three. Okay. Let's check their status. He is nearly done, as is he. So we shall wait over by the bell now. And always remember that when you're waiting for your last customers, that you make sure they put the money in the jar before you hit the bell. Just be safe. Now we wait. Okay, there goes one. And there goes the other. So now we ring the bell. Yes, we are all done. Now then. There we go, we finally have some money. Let's gather up the rest of the towels and go wash them real quickly. That way everything can be fresh and ready for the next day. You've only been in Sakuranburi for less than a year. You've got so much to see yet. Didn't Moby say something about having strange plants growing in his bathtub? It could be the work of a spirit. Or the curse of being a slob. Hey! He lives in the big apartment building, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps we should pay him a visit. How about that attitude? We shouldn't. Okay, and then we can put the last two towels up and just let them dry. And now let's leave and go home. As it's getting late, nothing else exciting has happened today. And about time you got up. Listen up. I thought of something that can help you keep straight all of the weirdness going on in Sakuranburi. Oh no, he's breaking the fourth wall. I was thinking, it might be a good idea to write down key information you've heard around town in your notebook. You know, stuff that's more than likely related to spirits causing mischief. Here, start off by opening your backpack by pressing F. Good. Next, try pressing C to switch to your notebook. Is that really your notebook? Are you sure you didn't steal it from a child? Anyway, whatever. How rude. Moby told us something about his bathtub growing strange plant matter, right? Try flipping over to Moby's page in the notebook. You can flip to the other pages by pressing A or D. Okay. So it seems to be in alphabetical order. There we go. See, when one of the locals tells you something that could be related to finding spirits, that information will be recorded in this book. This way you don't have to remember everything that is said to you. Because, come on, let's face it, I've seen brighter candles burning. Get your face out of my face, I am smart. In a rainstorm. Hey! Rude. Yeah, anywho. You can close the notebook when you're done by pressing F. Nice and simple. Sounds like it's raining out. Oh, it is, I believe. Yep. Well, anyway. Let's go back inside. Okay. Well, that's all that I have time for. Thank you very much for watching. Please feel free to leave a comment or like and subscribe. And my description has more links that you can go to follow me or support me as you wish, if you wish to. But I am just very happy to have any of you here and watching me. Thank you very much for joining me today. And soon I will be doing videos of the new game Into the Pit, which I am not looking forward to. But I hope you will join me there as well. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.